สวัสดีค่ะสบายดีไหมคะ Hi all you guys, welcome to Learn Thai by Ben once again ค่ะ After I got back from Bhutan trip, I come up with the idea to share the travel tip with all you guys for the new visitors who have never been here in Thailand before as the video version so that it's easy and convenient for you guys to prepare yourself before the trip. Are you ready? Here we go. First, as the taxi tip. Most long-haul international flights will arrive either in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning at Suvarnabhumi International Airport. So your first lesson in Thai is pronouncing it Suvarnabhumi. Suvarnabhumi. Easy, right? So after passport control, there are money exchange counters and ATMs are located along the three walls of departure hall, which is located 4th floor, and everywhere throughout the arrival hall as well at the second floor. Second floor are open when 24 hours and provide acceptable rates. So it's very important to have some small notes of 20 and 50 baht for the tolls if you take a taxis or any transport. Also, as a tips in your hotel, maybe you need a small note. Fire bank or exchange booth at the airport that can break large bills before you head into town. Exchange your own money from home in Thailand is cheaper if you go to the right place, right? So, from my experience, maybe when you have to withdraw some money from the ATM here in Thailand, you're gonna pay ATM fee here. So for the solution to avoid that, for the fee that work for everybody, is to exchange your own currency here in Thailand. I know this would be against common sense as I said earlier, but money exchange office here in Thailand offer very reasonable rates if you visit from Europe, North America, Australia, or New Zealand. It is very likely that you will get much better rates for money exchange in Thailand than at your home. So as well as the counters to buy the SIM cards for unlock your phones, it's just for your convenience. You can find a SIM card here in the airport. The taxi stand is easy to find as well, and fare will range from 300 to 500, including 50 baht airport surcharge. Okay, into the city, depending on the traffic. If you are feeling adventurous, you can go to the arrival on the top floor. It is the 4th floor, and hail the cab there, which will save you the 50 baht from surcharge. So you can also take the Airport Express train to Payathai Station for 150 baht from 5 a.m. in the morning to midnight. It's easy, clean, and efficient. For the taxi tips from the airport, make sure to tell the driver 3 important things. One is to use the meter. They will insist on much higher flat fee, so tell them you're gonna use the meter. And 2, to make sure they take the tollway or the highway. And 3, to tell them that you will pay the toll, usually about 75 baht or something. So take note, if you have any problem with the driver, there's an English-speaking tourist hotline number posted in every cab that you can find. You can take note here. It's the hotline number is 1584. You can call 1584 to inquire about bus routes, or if you lost some belonging in the public transport, you can also lodge a complaint against the taxi driver who refused to pick you up or charge you like an excess fee, or against a minivan driver who drove recklessly. This would be a helpful number when you need it. Alright, now we move through the hotel tip. Most big hotels are located along the Sukhumvit Road. I also divided into 3 areas that maybe would be a good information for you guys to make up your mind before you are picking up the location to stay over. First is Sukhumvit area. Sukhumvit area is one of the city main transport thoroughfares. This is an area of high-end hotel and expat residences. New restaurants and bars are sprouting here, just making the food scene a destination for a traveler and the locals alike. Siam Square is a shopping mall haven where you are never at a loss for air conditioning, food courts the site of a football field that you can enjoy food, movie theaters, and also there is a clean bathrooms and a public transportation. For the second area is Serum area. It's the financial district of Bangkok. Yet alike, I think like the feeling when you go to the Wall Street or something like that, and you also will find the late night Hinduism activities there, and there is the Hindus temples there that maybe we all know, everyone has heard about. And also this kind of area very famous for a very hot spot nightlife that you can also enjoy, the nightlife there. For the last area is Latanakosin, is the old Bangkok where palaces and pagodas illustrated a colorful history. Khao San Road is the backpacker maker of lounges and cheap hotels also included in this area. That maybe you can check off the bucket list once, in this area. And last among the most visited area for the traveler is the Chao Phraya River, with Wat Arun dominate the skyline and luxury hotels here affording beautiful view from the top dollar suite. And if you are interested in a river cruise, you may want to hop on a local ferry which see the same size as well as the tourist boats for 1/10 the cost. For the hotel tip, any hotel booking website will give you a plenty of options depending on which neighborhood you want to base yourself in. So those closest to a BTS or MRT stop are most convenient or save yourself with a walk down the side streets after a day of sightseeing, as Bangkok is a city of spectacular views, and a high-rise hotel is one of the best ways to enjoy them. So now we move to transport tip. The BTS or SkyTrain and MRT, or we call subway, are the best way to get around town. Clean, fast, and inexpensive that you can purchase single tickets at the machines or store value rapid card at the kiosk. For the taxi tip, taxi are easy to spot. Each one is a bright color and cheap to ride. Beware of heavy traffic, as it's not uncommon to spend an hour in the taxis to go just for a few blocks during a bad condition. One smart tip is to take the BTS or MRT to the stop closer to your destination first, and then take the taxi the rest of the way. It can save a lot of time and money on the meter. For the motorbike taxi are easy recognized. They will be wearing number orange vest. Groups of motorbike driver can be spotted like a group, like near street corners of the office or shopping buildings, busy roads or smaller side streets, and near SkyTrain and underground station. Fares will start from 10 baht for short journeys and varies depending on how far you go. For a certain routes, the fare will be fixed, and you will sometimes see a board of displaying prices. But make sure you negotiate prior to the journey, or else you might find yourself paying more than the locals. Always wear a safety helmet, okay? Not only for obvious reason for yourself safety, for your safety, but because of the foreigners are easy targets for spot fights. the fine would be like over 2,000 baht, depending on the mood of the traffic officer. For tuk-tuk, fares vary, and depending on the distance travel, the time of the day, the traffic, and the mood of the drivers. Normally, very short trip will cost like 30 baht. Fare negotiating and haggling is a must because the price named by the driver is always an inflated rate, especially if you are a tourist. So the trick is to negotiate 5 to 15 baht of the proposed fare and take it from there. So be careful of the mafia tuk-tuks around the tourist area who often maybe they're gonna tell you like they have like a privileged knowledge of the secrets or a spatial shopping places and things. Some of them may offer like sightseeing tours and or help to take you places or something like that. So a short and sweet just say no thanks. ไม่ขอบคุณค่ะ ไม่ขอบคุณครับ That is for female and for male. Will save you from their scams. And the same rules to apply to taxis as well. If you don't want to stay on the road for such a very long time, so you have to avoid the peak hour. The peak hour here is 7 a.m. in the morning to the 9 a.m. in the morning, and 4 to 7 p.m. in the evening. That's the peak hours that if you like to avoid taking tuk-tuk or taxi and you avoid the traffic jam. And you don't want to be stuck in traffic. I know that would be not good for you guys to breathing in and out their hazardous fume from the engine. So sometimes it would be, just if you take tuk-tuk, challenging things and the idea for the short trip, maybe sometime it would cost the same or even cheaper to take a cab to the same destination, but it will go for a lot faster. But it depends on you if you would like to experience to take a tuk-tuk ride. All right, for the transport tips, so you have to use the meter taxis or the BTS or MRT at night as opposed to the high tuk-tuk, because there's lots of tuk-tuk scam out there, and you may have to be careful for that. So now we move to a local etiquette tip. First thing first, from the moment you arrive here, you're sure to notice that a customary greeting or palm pressed together in the player-like bound here. Always return the gesture, and the higher your hands are praised toward your face, the more respect you will show. It's like this here and here. And to not return a why is considered impolite here in Thailand. Only the king and monks do not have to return why. Try not to why while holding something like this and in your hand. A slight bow will be okay here. You might want to learn how to say hello in Thai. สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ for female and สวัสดีครับ for male. And also you notice that some place we remove shoes. As in many Asian cultures, removing your shoes before entering the temple or visiting someone's home is essential. So some businesses, restaurants, and shops also ask that you remove your shoes. And if unsure, you need to look to see if there is a pile of shoes at the entrance, or check to see if the staff is wearing shoes. This is why simple footwear is a good idea in Southeast Asia. And it's better not to step on the treasure when you enter home and temples. And make sure that you use your right hand. The left hand is considered dirty, as it's sometimes used for toilet function. And always use your right hand to pass object to someone and when paying. And touch your left hand to your right forearm, shows like this, is if you wish to show more extra respect, right? Eat with spoon, and have no spoon here. And the proper way to enjoy delicious Thai food is with the spoon in your right hand and fork in your left hand, and use the fork to rake food onto your spoon. Well, we never have the forks into the mouth, and we use the chopstick usually for noodles or the spring roll. And you have to show respect to the monks. When you encounter many monks in places such as Chiang Mai, this is also like the tourist area, Phuket or somewhere else. When you see them, you have to treat them with respect. When greeting a monks receive a higher Y than ordinary people, so we gonna place here between the eyebrow, okay, and you say that is monk do not have a return your gestures. Women should never touch monk and brush a monk's robe or hand something to monk. Well, a monk should be around to eat first at the ceremony and gathering. That is maybe if you notice it. And the last thing is smile. And you smile or Thai smile or yim is famous and essential to Thailand etiquette here, and Thai show it whenever they can. Well, this is the way of our life. We stay like fun and sanuk. That's just our concept of life. We love to having fun. And you have to always return someone's smile when someone smiles like at you, like this. And some smiles are used during the negotiation in apology to relax whenever something's go not as planned, and just in everyday life, like ขอโทษค่ะ or something like this. Alright, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy my video, and this one will very helpful and useful for the people or visitors that would like to come visit here in Thailand. And if you like my video, please don't forget to like and share, and also subscribe to my channel so you so as to stay tuned in my channel when they have a video, a new video anyway. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy speaking Thai and take very good care of yourself, and see you when I see you. Okay, take care and bye bye. สวัสดีค่ะ